And he's playing. Is this a show of confidence? We'll soon find out. Anyway, the Vogelstrauß versus the stupid French dogs. So the Vogelstrauß are 4th seeds in the tournament, but playing a bottom pot team today. So the stupid French dogs ranked, I think, 29th, if I remember correctly. So maybe thinking they can play the 4th and still come in with the win. And if someone, it's good to have someone involved, right? So that's always good. Opening south, we have Running, playing as a Khmer, way down in the south side of the map. His teammate Wenegor's not too far away, playing as Vikings, likely to go for a water roll there. And Bloodless is playing as Turks, and also not too far away. So actually, the Vogelstrauß, really kind of in the south region of the map. So they'll need to definitely prioritize map control as we move into Castle Age, and make sure they can expand as they go out. Looking at the rest of the map though, we do have Piero playing in the green as Berbers. That was one of the top picks, to prioritizing that straight off the bat. He's not far away in the south region as well. We also have our blue player, Neosika. I'm not too sure how to say that, I would say Neo. Also in the south region, way at the bottom. And Griffin, where is Griffin? So the grey is pretty much exact same. Here's a moving villager up here. So Griffin looks like might have a free boom opportunity to be playing as Byzantines up in the north. So honestly, maybe not the easiest south to have a free boom, but if someone's playing the water role, Byzantines is going to be fantastic. They can just dominate on water, and then maybe they could boom into cataphracts. Could you imagine? Booming into cataphracts. But this is really the joys of Nomad. Like TC's all very close together. Early game scouting is going to be really important with the sheeps, and trying to identify where the enemy is and try and come up with a game plan there. Ooh, Bloodless. Not the nicest opening TC, but gonna make a lumber camp there. No doubt. And should be fine. Yes. Let me just quickly turn off music. Okay, so Bloodless is only just getting his dock up. So generally you do see people, 2 villagers, force up the TC, and then whoever's closest to the shoreline should just go and put the dock up. So it's going to be a little bit behind here, and getting the fish economy running. Let me just make sure this is all up as well, and we're good to go. You can see Byzantine player, fish already on the way out, whatever that dock is, way out to the east. Grey is so hard to see. So we have dock out here from one French player, second one out here from the green, all on the east side, and then our other French players way out to the left-hand side, right next to Running, so maybe a 1v1 situation here. Bloodless isn't far away, so it could be a bit of a sandwich between either player, and then Wenegor's maybe going to get 2v1'd over here, or maybe just a 1v1 with Grey. And like I said, Grey could just maybe chip in with some fires and have a nice fish boom going into a nice land boom as well. We'll see. We will see. All depends on how you want to approach it. This is the joys of Nomad. All depends on what's near your TC, what's going to get denied, how many boars you have, how you can manage this. There's no guarantees on Nomad. No one is safe. Gotta say, Wenegor's a beautiful TC here, right at the top of the hill. If he doesn't win it, call scam. I mean, he donated money to the prize bill, so yeah. He should be calling it a scam. He should be the one calling it a scam. Population count, all looks pretty similar for everyone. Wenegor's actually a villa or so behind. 2 fishing ships here. Not too sure what happened. Maybe it was just that moment. He's maybe just got a little bit more idle time in comparison to someone else. Going super early out to the hunt. Probably going to try and prioritize that nice early feudal age time, which is super important with Vikings. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if all 3 of them just tried fast castle. Like, Khmer may be low-key underrated on Nomad team games because of the fast castle. Then you can get into night production. Not having to spend the wood on the buildings is fantastic. You're maybe even looking at free buildings you don't need to spend wood on. You know, like a mill, market, and a blacksmith. And then even if you're going to go for nights, you need to spend the wood on the barracks. So there's some big savings there. That's what you want to go for. You could also just go for a water approach and go into fire ship. Big power spike, but probably most likely to get damaged, you know, like in a 13-14 minute, a few nights out in the field. And find some bells. Bottles is on stone. And I do expect him to be going for Jannies. Let's just take a quick look at scouting. He sees that stone there, it does. Scouting's pretty good from Bloodless. Don't think he sees the opponent here. So that's kind of big. And let's see if Wenegor are running. Okay, so Wenegor definitely sees him here. And he already communicated that to running. What about the stupid French dogs? Okay, he see Wenegor because he walked past. Didn't see running here. What did Piero see? Not a whole lot either. But it looks like he is going to discover Bloodless. Sees a house going up, most likely. But he's actually going for a big scout. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why is he? I wonder where the villager's going.
Yeah.
Huh. So the villager's getting ready for something. Maybe he does know where he is. Potentially a tower. Oh, he's actually going to walk straight past. If he's really feeling brave, he could try and wall in those vills. Really kind of a strange way to go around, but I think he's thinking of a tower on this wood line here. Can I get a link to the Reddit post where you mentioned T19 Dave? Emicado, it's not that old. I think I posted it yesterday. Thank you for the follow as well. It's not that old. I posted it yesterday. And it maybe got like 100 upvotes or something like that, maybe just under. So shouldn't be the most difficult. It shouldn't be the most difficult thing to find. Don't use Reddit, so I don't know how to navigate it. If someone goes and finds it, they can post it, but I can't do that just now. Ooh, sneaky range, love that. Love that. Yeah, I don't know about scouting. It seems like a strange path to scout. Seems like he knew he was there. There was always a plan, more than scouting, but yeah. He knows where the stone is, and he's going to get on the archer straight off. Market Smith from Bloodless, no surprise. How's the resources looking for running? Pretty good. He's probably going to get there. And any pressure coming on water? Japanese, yep. Ooh. Ooh. That is, That's a lot of fishing ships I'm running. That's borderline greed. That's borderline greed. And all you need is a couple of galleys. And the nice thing with Japanese here, you actually have extra line of sight, but he misses it. He sees the dock here and can't find them. Oh boy. Has to come back because Wenegor's pushing his own fish. Good news is he is Japanese. And look at that, instant click up from running. He is Japanese, so it is going to take a while for these ships to go down. On land, towers coming in now as well, which are really going to support, trying to force Bloodless off with stone. Looks like he's going to get that tower up. Does have the archers there. Fletching is in, yes. This is the one issue with one villager towers. He does actually get it up before Bloodless, and now you can just put the archers in, then you have extra arrows, so really nice job to get that up. How's it going, Gabby? Oh man, this is really good for running. This is all staying alive. So good job from Wenegor. Just causing enough problems. Why have I got seven messages in Discord, man? Oh my god. Okay, that's a lot of galleys, man. Wenegor probably isn't totally... He's not too far away, actually. Not too far away at all. Bloodless is in Castle Age. Doesn't have the stone, though. And the archers are doing their job. Piero's actually doing a really good job of disrupting. And he's now out of the range of the tower. They're just keeping him alive. If he came and found the wood line... Oh, he's going into the range. Yikes. And he's going to watch TC there as well. He's delaying a lot, though. That's nice. Now, Griffin's coming over with his own archers. He even went for some walls. Let's take a look at resources. Not too far off. His fish are totally free at the moment. Wenegor's still doing a good job. And even running, having TCs denied. So it's full archer play from every one of the French players. Full archers. Not something I really expected. Not something I really expected at all. Stable is up now, though. Won't be any upgrades on this. But it's denied the TC, so that's a good job there. Green is up. Grey is up. And now blue is up too. That was really unfortunate to miss the docks. And now Wenegor's coming up on the north side, but the fire galleys are likely going to intercept there. So it's all about damage limitation for the next couple of minutes on his transition to Castle Age. Try not to lose any villagers, keep them safe. You're up against melee units, so in theory you can just wall them out. And do you know where everybody is? Castle is up now from Bloodless. It's taking its time. We're nearly 20 minutes into the game. Only one Janissary is on the field. Let's take a look a little bit more at the scouting. They have pretty good vision now. Marcus it up. Goats can still explore a little bit more. Looking for the archers. Just tracking. Green's actually done a pretty good job. Needs to gate. Yes. The villager needs to get back in. She's actually walled out by the outpost at the moment. And the alert sounds going off everywhere. Population-wise... Bloodless... Really the struggling player for the coins, but... Down to 36. Needs Sika. Down to 32 villagers though. And really needs a castle. Just to help stabilize here. And maybe just gonna go for it straight on top of the TC. Yeah. I think you just have to secure the position. Oh god. Do we have res for pikemen? No. Could maybe settle a little bit. Running's not paying attention. Yeah, mass crossbows looking like the play here against the Janissaries can work. And Castle's gonna go up with minimal losses, so that's good. That is good. Wenegor is up now as well, still up in galley, so he's gonna go for war galley. Green has secured his own base of his own castle. Is Grey on stone? Not yet. So just gonna use the crossbows. You can see big range advantage, 8 versus 7. Really need to prioritize ballistics. You're gonna go for crossbow. And micro your heart out. Okay, looks like our blue player gonna try and turn this into some sort of pike siege. And honestly, I don't mind that someone's still in feudal age here. Running is not on stone. Wenegor is. So he's gonna look for a castle of his own. And let's see what the transition on land is, if there is gonna be any. It's always the awkward. It's always the awkward part. For Vikings, right? What do you end up going into? So anyone's game at the moment. Camel Archer's out now as well. can actually help a little bit with the... Oh my god. That is a castle in the face. Oh boy, oh boy. There's a tower up in a nice spot as well. Running is adding quite a bit of eco, up to 70 villagers now. That castle looks like it's definitely going to go up. And Grey just has to abandon in the meantime. And it looks like total water control at the moment. Total water control. Kind of like a sticky spot for blue.
Queen.
I didn't expect full archers from everybody. Nice quick walls. Spears are there. Nice trap. Any upgrades? They do have armor now. Nice attack grind on the mangonel. Holy. Really nice attack grind.
Oh.
So villagers getting lost. Really showing the power of perks. You can actually see... Like, Bloodless not adding a lot of villagers at all. 43 he's on. Gonna lose some more to the camo archers by the looks of it. No ballistics on them. But running nearly got double villagers. Janissaries are annoying to deal with. Yeah, I think the only thing you're maybe considering is if someone picks... This is going to sound ridiculous. If someone picks Turks, maybe someone should pick Britons. But then it's getting them in the same game. That one extra range is just so powerful. Gunpowder, man. Okay, 3 TCs now for our bear player. Gonna be hard to expand Bloodless right to the east though, so looking to go north. There's some gold and stone up here. Running's doing a good job just expanding along the coastline. Another castle coming from blue. So blue's game plan should really be to disrupt these two players as much as he can, but running is on his way to Imperial Age already. And there's the Khmer farms kicking in. You need to delete that. Yeah, too much. Just delete it. Ah, these villagers are gonna be fine. Okay, those ones are actually fine. I guess no fletching. Which is a shame. I've had the mangonel here. Probably gets denied, but it looks like it's gonna go up. Okay, villager count for Bloodless, still at 43. He's actually got the least in the game. He's up against Grey, essentially. Grey's on 44. Has done a decent job expanding up to the north. And Bloodless is kind of at a roadblock at the moment. What about a roadblock? He also needs to defend, right? Green's done a good job of just keeping him on his toes. Maybe camp the hill here? Huh? Why did he delete the archery range? I guess just didn't want to have... I guess he had them all grouped together, right? Select all. I guess it makes sense. You could always just garrison them and then pick them up at a later point. Okay, castle from Bloodless. Coming right on top of blue. That's an issue, especially another TC coming up here. I don't think he sees it. I don't think... Oh! Oof. Doesn't even see it. Now it's going to be a bit of a surprise. Bloodless already has fletching as well, and he's going to range that TC, no problem. Yeah, sees it now. Okay, let's take a look at Running's food count. And yeah, 50 farms now, 900 food in the bank. Onto the night spam. Let's go, baby. You can see they need to prioritise map control. Look, they are in a sticky spot here, but Trebs are going to be coming out and 2 castles to push back. And it doesn't look like any of the French players are on the way up. Yep, Green, he's invested in a lot of TCs. Grey is obviously being in a sticky situation. And Blue is not going to be on his way up at all. And Wenegor's even on the way up. I think the game is pretty much done at this point. Not a lot you can really do to stop night spam. These castles are going to buy time, for sure. But to win the game, you're probably counting on your opponents to make mistakes now. Not necessarily a win condition for you. It's never a good win condition to have. And even that castle is taking bonus damage from a hill here from this one, which does have bodkin. So just chipping away on it. Little by little. I think once we maybe get Wenegor into Imperial, they might call GG. Yeah, not close to Imperial, still not close to Imperial. Byzantine's of course cheaper, not close either. Still only +2 armor and he's Cavalier, but you see the spam is about to start. +4, definitely needed for these kind of numbers. Could start thinking about attack upgrades as well. Honestly, got 2 blacksmiths at this point. 4 they won on gold for running, that's insane. Where is the army from Bloodless? Like, where is it? Is it all dead? Remember when Bloodless had an army? I don't think he's got an army anymore. I don't think they need one, that's the thing. Maybe that's why they're thinking they can do it. Bloodless is in shambles right now, he's down to 52 bills. Cam Archer's still being microed. If we can get to Imperial Age with minimal damage for green, a massive Camel Archers can do the job. Still got a lot of wood in the bank. No good enough for another castle. Could go for a castle here potentially. Then it would really fortify things. You could shred this castle. You could shred from this position. And you could potentially push from this position as well. But you probably want to push from one position to have one big push. Gray's still got a mass. Let's see his res. Honestly, 22 on food, 11 on gold. Won't be too far away from clicking. Okay, okay. So Blue just has to try and delay people as much as he can, but he's got to get villagers out as well, and he has. Good job, good job. Even armored. Is that what? Elite battle elephant. Oh boy. Elite battle elephant's gonna be a slight problem. +4's in now. And not even getting the attack upgrades. Running's just going straight for them. Conscription coming in now. Husk swords as well. Oh boy. Just grab the Guinness. Good choice, Mike. Good choice. Nice raiding by Grey though with the crossbows, but a good notice from Bloodless. I think he only loses one more. And mass saturation of the wood. But elite battle elephant in now, 14 plus free attack. Not even started with attack upgrades here, which is kind of insane. These Chimera elephants are going to be extremely beefy. And they're really not looking like a good chance to get back in. And Chimera elephants are just going to absolutely wreck everything. Just way too much HP. Once they have all the upgrades as well, they're literally just going to wreck. Even a Cavalier at this current stage are going to do well. Nice little choke point for the Camel Archers though. Imperial Age still not in for the Byzantine player. Damn, I didn't look at the score. I know, right? I think if you're playing, you can't look at the score. Boys trying to go for the reboom though. Trying to go for the reboom. He needs green to send them. Res if that was to happen, but they do end up calling it. Putting the clowns up 1-0. A good solid game. Honestly, kind of unfortunate. Let me just quickly update the score. Kind of unfortunate that Blue didn't find Running's fish eco, because he really greeted. Like 12 fishing ships, and he was so close to finding them. Extra line of sight with the Japanese galleys as well. But Wenegor was already there with his own galleys. And it's just like one of those things that could have like swung things by quite a big margin. One in water isn't GG, but it certainly sets up your eco very well for the rest of the game. You can delay farms a lot, and if you get pushed off of fish, you're going to have to invest into farms in Castle Age, which obviously means less military, right? Maybe you're going for unique units, only wood and gold. So there's some situations where you can get off a little bit easier. And you see, running's eco, man. 22,000 food. It's it's pretty much the exact same that all the French players had together. That's insane. 154 villagers. Crazy. Crazy bit. Okay. Game 2 then, between the Vogelstrauß and the stupid French dogs. Wenegor's in again. And it looks like he has settled out on the east side of the map, playing in the orange as Portuguese, running his teammate Burgundians, not too far from him, just to the left-hand side, and Bloodless in yellow is also not too far. They're kind of in a nice little team position here, so they actually have a flag player, they have a pocket player, and they have another flag player out here, but they do have space in between and behind, but thankfully it doesn't look like there's anyone behind. On the flip side, with the stupid French dogs, Niusika, playing as the Koreans in the blue, kind of to the northwest of the map. Piero as the Saracens in the green, not too far from running, just a little bit higher up. And Griffin looks like he's out to the left-hand side as Mongols. So kind of what I discussed in the lobby. Mongols probably going to look to try and make use of their hunt bonus. They can either try and get up to Castle Age super fast, you can also try and get up to Feudal Age super fast. And go for a fire galley approach. But with Saracens on the field, they could also go for water. So it's nice to have civs that are flexible. And depending on where people are, you can kind of adapt your plan as you go along. Koreans, most likely going to play for war wagons. And in late game, you're thinking about guard towers, keeps for map control. But if you get a mass of war wagons, it can be extremely oppressive. Difficult to deal with. On the flip side for the clowns, Bloodless have Bengalis. Again, talking about two civs that can play water, so we've got Portuguese and Bengalis, could both really do that. And they're both good unique units. So Raffids are good. Organ guns I prefer, of course, but both civs could play water, no problems. And then we're looking at running, probably going to try and go for an Omega boon. Get even past that. Well done, Yellow, thank you. Let me just bring up the stream manager. Tim, thank you. Welcome in. Hope you had a good session. Beige as well, thank you. Hope you guys have been practicing. We're on to second game of this set. First game of the Gold League, though. I mean, the Clowns running Bloodless and Wenegor and the stupid French dogs. So, 1900 team against an average team of 2k3, but we do have Wenegor playing. So it's probably, honestly, kind of evens things out, because we've got like a 1500 player playing with the 2k2 and the 2k4. I think that actually makes it a lot more of a fair matchup. We're gonna wreck everyone. Love to hear it. That's how it should be, right? And even running is he's stealing boars from his teammate. Shit, like absolutely shameless. This is how you don't want to be a good teammate. then... Oh, I thought the deer was going to keep on running. Whenever you see a deer just go straight past your TC, you just shoot that baby. Even if it's going to rot for a little while, you don't need it, you just go get it. So you do want to make sure you're pulling in the boars. Team game nomad, normal nomad. Most of the boars are going to locate on the shoreline. So it's always a good idea to have your TC. You can see it here, right? One there, one there. If you put your TC out towards the edge, it's probably easier to defend. And you're more likely to find boars. You can see there's more here. You go up a little bit, you can see probably one being pulled already. And then one here. And they usually generate a little bit inland. There's this like triangle, you can see one here, one here, one here. They kind of it's usually always pretty equal-sided of how they go. So if you can find one boar, typically you can find 3. It's a good rule of thumb. Something to remember. Running going for some big walls already. What the hell, man? This feels like an almost very Arabia wall. Should be just wall off the complete half of the map now. Bloodless good wall here. I actually got a nice natural wall there. Here and to the edge. Let's talk a little bit about dog positions. You have blue and green. Same side, gonna help defend. Not the best fish in the long term. And then grey's actually down here in Bloodless. Bloodless should lose water, no problems. But Venegor's up here in the north, completely fine. And then running's out here. Because of the distance for Venegor, I actually wouldn't mind a fast castle into like Fireship. And then just come down and absolutely wreck everything. Especially if you're going to be totally free here. And then you're maybe thinking about organ guns after that. Fireship, get water control, and then organs for Venegor I'd love to see. But it's always too tempting to go into the galleys. Try and get the water control in Feudal Age. But with running, like, so far away, and with Bloodless, like, almost guaranteed to lose water, I think it's probably not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all. Let's take a look at scouting then. Venegor's up, so he is going to be going for water. Pretty good from blue. Does see the TC from his own teammate. The Griffin also has a really good look around his own base, so that's fantastic. Not too sure what he sees from teammates. And Piero out here on the right hand side sees Running's TC. And actually sees an orange house, so he should know. Huh? Huh? Ooh. Ooh. Oh baby, nice quick walls.
Hey.
And now they're gonna commit 2 villagers, so that's fine. Good job. Really nice. 22. Really nice save. It was good timings. Bug abuser? What? What did he do? And he gets out of there. He's so close. Micro is bug abuse. Use the sheep to block. Use the sheep to block. No! Does he have a wheelbarrow or something? How the hell did he catch up so quick? Like, I feel like you shouldn't go for wheelbarrow in Dark Age, but who knows when it comes to running, right? Running does some crazy things. That would be insane. What? What? This is one thing I never expected to see. And running actually got wheelbarrow in Dark Age. That is, to me, that's insane. And he's going for big walls. And he's going on to stones. He's probably going to just go for Castilier. That's wild. Maybe house with a fish? Potentially, yeah. Potentially. How many fish has he invested in? Let's see if he goes for quick gill nets when he gets to Feudal as well. This is crazy. This is something I never expected to see. Man, we missed the whole thing here. There was a lot of quick walling going on. I think he was just kidding on because of the because of the quick walls? I can only guess it was a joke. I have no idea. I'd have to rewatch the wreck. Okay, Market Blacksmith. No surprise. Bloodless was in water. No surprise there either. But Pierre's fish are... Why are they all over there? I have no idea, man. Running from the north, and that's where Wenegor is. Quite strange. And actually, Scout's been added from Griffin. Something you do see quite a bit, and generally in Feudal Age, you are going to see people with exposed resources, and oh my god, look at these walls. Bang. Bang. One more. Got it up already, nice. How many TCs is running gonna add? Castle first. And then add TCs later, most likely. Scout's trying to break in. Looks like a no, but gotta react. Okay, gonna be fine. And everyone up to Castle Age, bar the 2 players playing water. So we have Grey playing water. Actually, Bloodless. We just need to focus down the fires. That's a shame. And he's leading away. That's a really nice job. So he's leading the weak fishing ship away. Even tanking some damage with the fishing ship. Really nice job. And Pierre was going to lose a lot of fish now as well. Oh boy. What's the game plan for Bloodless here? Yeah, war galley. This is a good thing about Bengalis. And then the ship HP is going to regenerate, so these things are just going to get better. Also really nice for the fires. You just send away the weak ones, you forget about them. You could go and send them to the fish economy. You could do a really good job. Triple monastery, oh my god. Bloodless is mad, guys. The Bloodless, he is mad. I heard they abuse the bug we don't make full infantry. Yeah. So Bloodless is known for his monk micro. Let's see what he can do. Wenegor top score. Pog. Yeah, he's played his water role well. Sniping fish, doing what he needs to. Now on his way up to castle. Okay. 1 extra TC from running. Where did it make a castle yet? No.
Bonjour.
Just about has it. Question is, where's he going to go with it? Green is here. How much does he see? Sees the TC. Okay. Units are out on the field though. Could be a bit of a risk. Wenegor Smurf confirmed. Well, I think it's a good plan. It's a good plan to have your lowest rated player play water, because it's a very streamlined plan. And all you got to do is if you get the build order down, you should be fine, and you can cause a lot of damage like that. Just focus on the water side, try and get up to Castle Age ASAP, and then provide what you can on land. But you just need the 2 other players to hold. I can't believe we've seen Wheelbarrow in Dark Age. That's insane. What's a build order? Don't have build orders on Nomad. The warbagons are coming though, and perfect counter here. Especially the extra armor. Gonna be really nice against warbagons. But 6 scouts is not to be sniffed at. Is Wenegor on stone? Nope. Looks like he's gonna boom. And with fish behind it, makes total sense. Oof. Honestly, with scouts out in the field, you got to keep these alive. You also have the extra line of sight on them from Grey. But they still have the extra armor as well, of course. And yeah, it looks like the clear up in water is complete. So full water control for the clowns.
Hi.
Look at that. Clown eco. Okay, does take one scout. Gets another one. Man, look how tanky these things are. Oh my god. How many heads did they need? In fact, they've also got forging. That's insane. Oh my lord. Okay. Saracen Siege. Monk's coming in, the Burgundian player. Loses one mangonel. This is a clown eco right here. The clowns are being clowned. And Redemption coming in for Piero as well. So I love that addition. Really nice. Wenegor is on stone. And honestly, more wagons in the bank here could be a bit of a pain to deal with. Looks like Wenegor going to try and add some monks. Probably the right call. This is going to be a bit more complicated now with the monks with Redemption now. Do you try and convert buildings? Or do you try and hide the fact that you have Redemption? Shouldn't get that yet. These are repair villager forward as well. Bloodless does get a war wagon. The siege is looking like it's going to come up. Honestly, the Frenchies are not in a bad spot, but that is a big conversion. Does get the mangonel. Can I get that one out there and repair? Try and dodge. Ooh, does get it away. Don't put it back in the fucking hell, man. Yeah, gonna just have to be total monk defense, pretty much from every player. That's insane. Bloodless is on 3 monasteries. Wenegor's on 3 monasteries, and now Running's gonna be in extra monasteries as well. The French are in a really good spot. They're actually in a really good spot. They're binding villagers, of course. Always pressure though, and adding some TCs of their own. I wonder if someone's going to try and get back in water, but there's probably too much there anyway. I think you still have to go with this all-in approach. Score doesn't look like a good spot. They're 500 team points behind Darknet. What are you talking about, man? Absolutely fine. Cause pressure, TC down. Like, what do they have to come forward at this current moment? Not a whole lot, right? They're being carried by Wenegor's water score. Being carried by their own water score. Well, obviously water's important, don't get me wrong. The question is how much damage can it do with this time window? And with Saracen monks, war wagons. Let's see. I mean, virtually a TC is being taken out by light cav right now, which is just silly. It's really up to the clowns whether how greedy they want to get here. How greedy do they want to be? And they're playing pretty greedy right now. They're ahead in a lot of elves. That's including the fish as well, though, of course. Convert. Honestly, camels to take out mangonels are really underwhelming. Does Grey just stick on like a full food eco here and just add light cav? Or someone onto pikes? Go for the monks. Come on, go for the monks, bro. What are you doing? Bloodless is actually in a real sticky spot that he might get sandwiched out the game here. He could lose 30 vills. Easy. I think they just should focus everyone down. And then make sure Wenegor and Running have to come over here. Think it. Ooh, Wizards and Mango. Oh my god, what is that conversion? Oh my god. What? What? And like, war wagons are pretty much all dead. Grey's gonna die for the villagers. Do they have armor? They do have armor. That was really unlucky. That's the thing with monks, right? That could have went really good or went really bad. Unfortunately, went really bad for them, but it's always a risk with monks. Monks are one of the things in the game where luck can just have such a big impact. Looks like Blue's getting ready for castle. Three monks there. Whitecap need to come over. Going after the war wagons. You should probably pull your army away. And the monks should all die. What about eco being added? Greens on 4 TCs. Koreans on 2, I like that. And Greys on 3 as well. Again, they're still not in a bad spot, Ducky and Noob. They're definitely not in a bad spot. If you watch game 1, you would see that this is actually a massive improvement. They're in like a... They've got enough of the map at the moment, but this is, they could get overconfident here for sure. Bottle's down to 72 belts. He's nearly got the least in the game. He's got a potential to get deleted here. Wenegor's up as Portuguese. Now, would he go as Portuguese? You probably want your player to be going into organ guns. I don't even think we have a castle. First castle's coming up. It's going to secure this area quite well. Maybe he just goes for more monks. Cheaper, of course. And then just trickle in some organs if you can as well. But block printing monks here could be huge. Especially against war wagons. But we still have all these scouts. And we're actually going after a TC. How many Vels are in here? Very quick. Oof. That's actually quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Running's up as well now. More monasteries in the back. I see the eco from these guys. They're actually reinforcing. Not too far from clicking up to Imperial. Needs a gold on his way up. Grey also not too far from clicking up as well. Yeah, bell count's fine. Bell count is absolutely fine. This is a big dive though. You gotta go for the monks. Big dive. Maybe it could have been, honestly, it could have been worse. Feels like a lot of monks did die there. And I expect block printing straight away. Block printing. Gold mining. SMH. Handcart? What is this, man? Add an eco. And I'm guessing just more Castilier for running. How's his eco looking for elite? Not quite there just yet, only just getting +2 armor. Extra Pierce armor is going to be nice. If we can get extra HP in these bad boys, we'll just tank so much damage if we can get into eco. Castle coming up now though. This game's going to go late. But it looks like running, maybe gonna go for a counter attack here. Maybe gonna go for a counter. Mamluks. Wow. Actually a really nice eco for green. Yeah, Bloodless, 81. And doesn't really have a lot of military on the field. And he's gone full Castle Age monks.
See.
And honestly, I don't mind full light cav right now. For Mongols. Try and get to like 70 farms. Just absolutely wrecked, but this is going to be a major issue for Piero. Major issue. Does have a few monks here. Maybe just try and block. Does get Imperial Age in. Doesn't have any upgrades on the castles. I actually guess a few conversions as well by the looks of it. Mamluks, if they can keep the distance, are going to be fantastic. But the charge on... Just go for the castle, go for the castle. Good man. White Calf, going to get upgraded to Hussar very soon. Castle's going to be lost here, but still 2 trebs out on the field. Didn't see chemistry yet from Wenegor, but block printing's out now, so he does have 3 extra range. But running is pushing up on the north side now as well. Just chipping away on the castle. I'm already trying to get into Mumlex. Whoa. It does just delete them. Okay, not bad. Does just delete them. Where are the Hussar for Griffin? Okay, just spamming him into the eco now. There's more here as well. Look how many monks Bloodless has. He's actually up to imp now. Feels like if you just had 25 White Calf, they would just wreck all of this. And then Green is getting pushed, but he is holding ever so slightly. Mamluk's just getting their upgrades. Go for the monks. Go for the monks. Go for the monks. More trebs coming over. Castle looks like it's going to stay up. Bomber cannon out now. Great micro from Bloodless. He's going to go straight for it. The organ gun attack animation will make things a little bit laggy. More war wagons coming over. Point difference between both of them only 200, but Green is getting pushed heavy and hard. If they can make their way through Bloodless and then start going into running Zeke a little bit better, but he's literally just sending Hussar straight in. Of course, don't get the last armor. And oh boy, oh really boy. How many can he take? All the armor in these guys. Does get quite a few conversions on the light cav. There's a lot of war wagons. Trebs here, 3 of them, 1 bomber cannon. Starting to look a little bit better. Needs to get rid of this army in the north though. Can someone else help? There was a score switch. It has switched again. More monks out on the field. Needs to be careful. Need the Hussar. What's the Impiero's villager count? He's still got 109 villagers. So actually doing a really good job. Just keep on making vills. And he is. Just spamming vills out. Score switch has happened. How's Grey Eco looking? 60 farms. Try and get a few more. Just spam Hussar. No one wants to make pikemen. No one wants to make halbs. I'm gonna start chipping away in this castle here as well. Nice job. Letting your teammate die though? Could be one of the bigger issues. Man, why is it getting super laggy? Give me a sec, I'll pause it. Little lag spike. Yeah, 3 trebs. Big problems. I think I would have preferred CA over Mamluks, in all honesty. I think I would have preferred CA. Push is coming though. Quite a few castles here to get rid of. Not the easiest thing, but castle does go down. Castle stays alive in the meantime. Looks like the other one for Wenegor goes down. Very, very close game. It's a very close game. And there's a castle from blue as well, and that's going to come right on top of that goal. It's a beautiful job there. I'd love to see some stone walls just to secure at this point. And even trying to get the trap, and Mamluks does such good job against siege. Where's Ducky Noob? Where is Ducky Noob? What is he thinking about the position now? 62 village for Bloodless, 94 for running. Looks like they're in a driving spot. Wenegor's onto light cap now as well. They actually get decent enough upgrades. Big moment no for Celia. They are elite. Do have one attack upgrade. Don't quite clicking how many war wagons that is. Does lose a couple of trebs. What's going on in the north? More castles being secured. This could be a long one. 50 minutes on the game time. Loads of traps. Castelia are great for sniping them as well with that charge attack if you have it, and that treb should go down, no problem. That's 3 trebs lost. Organ gun supporting, that's going to be 2 more trebs down. A lot of gold down the drain. What is Bloodless providing right now? So Bloodless is just, he's literally on a reboom operation. He's pretty much out of the game. Piero is as well. Kind of similar in that aspect for both players, but Piero has a lot more villagers. He's 93 versus Bloodless's 60. Steppies! Elite steps! Elite Step Lancers, let's fucking go! And Elite Step Lancer, honestly an amazing unit to raid villagers, and with Castelia stacking, they should do alright, no? They should do pretty decent. As long as you don't, like, have them on top of each other and using the Burgundian charge. The charge is the main thing for Castelia. If they're able to use their charge up, that's going to be the most tricky thing. But once they're in the eco, they just absolutely wreck Vils. You can see the villager difference is actually starting to become a major disparity, and Bloodless is just going to get deleted off the map. So it's looking like their game. It is looking like their game. And green's still holding up in the north. Missing the last cav armor? Yeah, for sure. 3 pierce armor is not a lot, especially for raiding. They're underneath TCs and castles, but they kill villagers so fast. I still don't think they're worth it versus a typical hussar. But they are nice. And have a little bit more utility than normal hussar versus Castelia, right? But yeah, Bloodless is going to get totally deleted here. It's totally dead. And Mamluk upgrades are still being added. It's not looking good for the clowns. It's not looking good. I think at the very least, there's going to be a 2-1 for someone. I think Wenegor's actually adding Torias, which I don't mind. He is going to need the gold. They're kind of squeezed into the corner here. He's on Cavalier of his own. It's also a bit cheaper with Portuguese as well, which is nice. Needs the attack upgrades now. Now at this point, we're always thinking about map control. And they call it. And they call it the GG. We're thinking about map control and stone walls, but don't even need to. The stupid French dogs. Take game number 2. G to the G. The Dark Age wheelbarrow costing the game, and alright. let's take a quick look at the stats then. And like honestly, I feel like it was too much greed from Castle Age, adding TCs and going for like full monk plays. If you're gonna win water, it means you can go for an army approach in Castle Age and gain map control, right? You have fish economy, so it's always going to be fantastic to go for it. Adding TCs always feels like it's asking for trouble. Having that very greedy approach. Oof. Dunno. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't know. Don't really. I was hoping someone else would like answer, you know. Okay, game number 3, deciding games. Actually play all 3, so even if the score was 2-0, we still have to play another one. And the clowns, the Vogelstrauß, Brew is in for Wenegor, and he is playing in the orange of all things. He's actually playing with the orange. They did go hot and cold, thankfully. Brew pulls over here on the left hand side. We do have Bloodless not too far away. He is playing as Bohemians. And then we also have Running is not too far away, playing as a Hindustani. So I didn't actually get the players right and who they would pick for. Let me just quickly turn off the music. And on the flip side, the stupid French dogs, Griffin and Blue Musica, not too far away from Running. And they respectively are Dravidians and Italians, so 2 very strong water civs. And then you have Piero, who is miles away from everybody else, as a Burmese. Actually, all 3 of these civs could all do pretty well on water. I will get wood bonuses, right? Or that kind of treat, well, not wood bonus for Italians, but bonus that kind of complement water play well. Wood bonus, the actual upgrade for Burmese is nice. Extra wood for Dravidians is nice. And the grey, and then for Italians, the cheaper up is also very nice. And now the dock techs are cheaper as well. We could see. Let me hear this one out. We could see Burmese condos and Dravidian condos, but Burmese condos could be very interesting. Especially against Bohemians. And then we're maybe thinking, oh man, that's really interesting to me. Full infantry, yeah. I mean, Burmese condos would be insane. And it's actually probably doable, right? A nice big free boom up here, potentially. Let's take a look at the dock positions. Running's over in the left-hand side of the map. Brew's down in the bottom. And Bloodless is not far from Brew, so that should be easier for them to defend, but they look pretty free. Neosika, Griffin, and Pierre are all on the right-hand side, so it might actually be quite hard for either team to do damage here. We do have a big center lake as well. Nice natural wall, so it should be easier to just kind of use wood blinds and wall off and secure. But definitely the clowns are gonna have to expand here. Because they're all in this very small region of the map, and actually having the water there is not ideal, and you have opponents not too far away who could close in 2 versus 1 on Running here. Make things very difficult. What will they do now? They have no water player, and alright. Yeah, Wenegor, you played well. That's what I'm saying, you played your role. You 100% played your role. I think that's the best thing to do if you have someone that's lower rated, is to just streamline them to water play and cause as much damage as they can there. I think the approach was just wrong in game 2, just adding TCs was just too greedy. Just prioritise our main map, I think. But going for style points with monks is always... It's always nice, right? It's always nice. So let's see who the roles do flip to. Bloodless Boom was a bit greedy. Yeah, especially as he was like so close to the opponent. Knowing he's up against Koreans most likely as well. It was very greedy, yeah. Either like try and prioritize a castle ASAP or make army. But Bloodless getting deleted was one of the major issues. Running Boom was fine. Yeah, Running got a wheelbarrow in Dark Age. Never seen that. Never saw that ever. Which was really interesting for me. Nice flares. Pretty much have a good look out of the map. Let's see what they can see. Yep. Actually really good scouting from Running so far. Because he was housed. I was wondering. Like, I've never saw that. Bloodless. Kind of struggling for cows and sheep, so they both have to communicate quite well. And Brew's only got one cow. How does it look long term for full works for him? He could full work here. That's what I'm talking about. He could actually put 2 full works here. This is a problem with Poles and making use of their farm bonus on Nomad. He actually has a big open plain here. There's actually a lot of space. If he just expands out, then it can be very unprotected, right? Having the water there is actually really nice if you do want to full work there, though. What can we see from Blue? What did they see? They see Running's TC. Obviously sees his own teammate. Not sure what Griffin has flared out. Doesn't look like too much so far. They are flaring TC Zo. Is that someone's villager running? No. What does Piero see? Sees Running's dock, and he is on his way up to the feudal already. So it makes sense for me's play for water here. And I don't know how confident he is he's safe up here, but he's definitely going to play water. I'd like to see the next dock here versus adding a second dock, or third dock down here. I guess second dock down here is fine. Maybe pressure this side, but I'd like to see the third dock up here. Always a bit risky, splitting your numbers, but you're Burmese, right? You can do it. You can do it. Okay, Blue. Gonna get an outpost up here, just for extra vision. Barracks up as well, so Italians. Let's take a look at the resources. Still adding Vels. Sorry, up to feudal, but can add Vels after. Food looks good. Nothing on gold. Scouts? Maybe? Nothing on gold for running yet either. Let's see. Still no sign of a dock up there. And galleys coming out on the left hand side, so just gonna go for the closer option. Makes sense. What are we gonna see from Blue here? Tower? Okay, ranged in the back. Gonna try and tower the gold. It's gotta be the plan, right? Does see the gold, so yeah, it's gonna try and tower it. And Running just commits. Should be able to run past, no problem. Running's up to castle age already. Oh, no. Oh, he's gonna get out. What is the path in there, man? Just run. Just run at this point. You're heavily outgunned. Just run. Just run. Oh. I guess Running's actually pulled back there. Can you microwave the weak one? Why is he continuing to go for this? God's sakes. Crazy. What kind of water pressure are we getting? Just fires to defend in the meantime from Bloodless. He's up to castle age now as well. Fires just do a great job of defending. Especially in low number galleys. Looks like minimal damage on water for everybody. Main talking point is just blue versus purple here. Not really a big fan to get Tower on the TC. Doesn't really do too much. Would have preferred whipping around from the back. Realistically, The TC could shoot it down, it would force some idle time, but the TC's shoot down tower so fast. It's kind of crazy. But archers again. From the French dogs. And somehow Brew's Village was down here. Don't know how. He's gonna lose that build. Quite comfortably. Siege, maybe? Yeah. Siege from running. And I'm probably gonna add in monks as well. So there's a full works, not quite getting used yet. Brew's up, he's on stone. Honestly, I think you just play Shakta here and you just hope to overrun. And it's probably a pretty good game plan. Just like send everything onto wood, get heavy plow, then start dropping farms, and you can see the farms are all going to be in there, no problem. Bottles in Castle Age, 1 TC, C on stone. He is not. Okay. See what he can do. And all the French players are up now as well, pretty much at the exact same time. So just committing a little bit extra to Feudal Age. No surprise there, considering who they're up against. Okay. It's nice so. Also moving in from the top. Running's got to be careful. Running has greeted his fish every game. I definitely would prefer to see someone click up the Castle Age and trickle in some fires afterwards. But it is going to be Siege Monk in the meantime. But he should lose all of these. That's a good job from Griffin. And... Brew actually knows where green is. And he's actually gonna drop a castle in his face. Look how far he's came from. Oh, and any army? Oh, he's not gonna get a knight in time. He's housed as well. Doesn't have the... Needs the tower. Also needs the Velfight. Ooh, this is gonna be close. It's also against Poles. Ooh. This is gonna be very close. I think he has to bail. I should be able to trickle in a knight now. Add a couple of knights. Is Brew doing that? Being first to a knight here is going to be massive. Try and wall it in. Now we need to pull back. We've got to try and wall this in. Honestly, I'm not a big lover of the forward castle here. I think getting the forward castle is just too much of a risk. Get the castle up, control map, and then think about eco, and then think about Schlachta. And you can just totally overrun with the cheap knights. But I think that gate... Can he get that up? Can he complete that? If he can complete the gate, that is massive for Piero. And he is. Maybe try and go for the wall in here from the wood line now. He actually deletes. Running's making progress on blue now as well, but all they need is some cav of their own. Dravidians aren't going to be able to do that. Italians no sign as of yet. Going for their own defensive mangonels. Just go for the castle back here. Just go for the castle back here. They lost water too. Looks like, yep. Running's off water. Brew still has fish there. He has trickled in some fires. But yeah, the Frenchies do have complete water control there. Let's see. Does anyone have upgrades here? Ooh, three green knights. Bailing on another castle. Not looking good for Brew. Not looking good at all. And I think one of the main issues here, Bloodless is booming, right? But what is he going to boom into is Bohemians. What is he going to boom into? Not like you've got to have something that can do a lot of damage very quick, Bohemians. Gonna take time. Gotta question the castle from Brew. That was crazy decision. And like running is very close to losing all this momentum. It's only 2 mangonels and a monk. There's a stable, finally. TC being added now as well. Still talking about full works. Very difficult to get everything rolling if you get pushed off of water and everything else. End up going for crazy forward castles. Just play safe. Night spam can be crazy for pulls. Running's getting a push though. That is a push. Blue's having to run. Blue's is a monk as well. There's Piero, not ideal. Oh, he's gonna lose a TC. 97. 98% doubt TC. What is the vel count for Brew? He's actually in 46. More than runnings. Ugh. Yikes. Bloodless up to 64 vils. Griffin's on 58 of his own. Dravidian boom. It's not bad to pull that extra wood. Why did they go for a TC there? Oh boy. Oh really boy. And even stable being added by Dravidians. Another stable, they've already got one up. Dravidian light cab, let's go. It looks like I was talking about running's forward pressure. It was very much on edge, and it's very much gone. All you need is some light cab for monks and mangonels. And Piero looks like he's held. I just love to see them add more land military and really commit to this. Bloodless is up to Imperial Age. Again, what is the transition going to be? It feels like it has to be monks. Bell count 69 for Bloodless, 46 for running. Brew's on 55, so it's actually not terrible. But he's losing a lot of his fish, so that's all going to the damn hell. 62 for Griffin, and then blue and green are both in the 30s, so they're actually lagging a little bit. Piero hasn't added a whole lot. What's going on? He's just on 1 TC. He's just having to defend from Brew at the moment. He is going to get the castle up. If Bloodless just needs to kill this, and then if Brew can just get full works rolling, and then get Schwachter, it should be all good. But definitely making it hard on themselves. Nice micro. Italians get redemption as well, of course, but no sign of it. Really good micro from Blue on the mangonels. That one was not so much. Triangle left and right. That's going to be a nice castle though. Oof. Okay. From Griffin. If he can get that up. I don't know why he's waiting. That's going to cover pretty much full wood line and 2 TCs. And Bloodless? Go and help. What does his eco look like in general? Honestly, wood's going to be an issue for these guys. Just defending in the meantime. He's on white cab of his own. I'd love to see a castle from Bloodless. If we could potentially do it. If we can get a castle up here and try and lock down this area, would help a lot. Thank you, Wallet. Okay, what about the Siege Monk play from the Bohemian player in the meantime? White Cab are threatening. Spears here as well, though. Should be fine. Gonna dive for the mangoes. There's a quick bait. Does end up going for the monk. Nice. Blue's having to run a little bit more. Let's go, Ioki. It's a stupid French dogs. Gotta be careful now. There is crossbows out, but mangonels are here and should be absolutely fine. Blue is somehow up, but he has Italians, of course. Now, what are Italians go into? Condos of their own? Are? I still really want to see Burmese condos. Burmese condos would be hella pog. All that extra attack. Think of the raiding potential, but up against potential Schwack Knights is not going to be nice. I didn't see if Brew got it. But I think you can make an argument here for full Castle Age and just spam. And he has got Schwackta, so the night spam's going to begin. Especially if he keeps dropping more of these. And he does have a few of them now. I would get Bloodless to delete that. And Castle... Oh my god, that's so close. Goes up, and then loses a mango now. Loses a mango? Loses a mango? Oh my god. Ooh. French Dogs is Ioki team? Yeah, but there's the stupid French Dogs here. Okay, Castle is likely going to go up from Bloodless, but with some losses. We really needed a bit more eco from Piero. He's only on 57. And Night Spam is going to be a major issue here. I'm not too sure what the plan is here for Boya. It feels like Imperial Age, no eco. Like, what upgrades can you get? You maybe start slinging? Sling all your res. Look at these speedy villagers from Bohemians as well after Handcart and Fervor. Imperial Age coming in now for Griffin now as well. We're just taking care of the house. Nice. Just feels like this is going to be too great. But it's not the first time they've been 500 points behind in score. But I do prefer the Vogelstrauß's position. And like Piero's he's gonna start and get overrun. Look at the amount of knights just queued up. The production's also pretty forward. It's really nice. Really nice. And you just get all that drop off in the food at full works. It's insane. Really hard to match production. And Bloodless, he's on stone now. Bohemians just get the income of the stone's insane. It looks like he's actually used that pile of stone up already. Oh my god. He needs to buy some. Does need to buy. He's actually looks like he's maybe flaring more? Maybe. Castle does go up there on top of the gold. Could that guy likely gonna make his way to that stone up there? And that castle hill bonus here. They need one more treb to really do damage. Imagine you had a few units just in the back here as well to help raid. Don't think Griffin has a stone. Really needs to buy it. Needs to buy. Castle goes down. Oof. Still a close game. But here come the knights. And Brew's up to Imperial as well. Crossbows, just in a look at this. Everything's unprotected now. Do they even have Imperial Age upgrades? Maybe a help switch? Or maybe a champion line? Could see Witch Steel? Condos? Why not? Some condos raiding in the back here would be insane, man. I'd like to see a gate here. This is when Bracer and Chemistry would obviously be massive up against +2 knights, fighting underneath the castle. It's not fantastic. Poles. Bloodless, chipping in with the bombard cannon. The thing is, Brew can just replace him, right? Brew can just replace him.
Witajcie.
Wenegor sent to the bit. I went there myself. Nice splits. Can he get these? No siege engineers yet. Nice actual quick wall with the barracks. Should be a nice engage. Looking fine. Piero up in the north. He had a nice hold. Game 2. Running's trying to get a TC up here. That's just ridiculous. And Blue is somehow holding with Genoese on the way. Looking to take care of these knights, but there's going to be so many knights, and they're going to be Cavalier very soon. And Wagenburg, by the looks of it. Going to make the bomber cannons move a little bit faster. This game's a bit of a mess. Wagenburg's great for the bomber cannons. Looks like it is that tread? Yes. More crossbows being lost as well. Long term, the map is much better for the French team. They can move backwards, but they got to solidify their position and just hold in the meantime. Is that okay, a Nomad team? Looks like it. Looks like it, right? Well, nice fletching in these gen blows, and look at the damage it did. Castle goes up. Gotta try and get into the castle here, maybe even just delete the house and get in. And castle stays up in the meantime. Another castle coming up from Griffin. Piero's up, and looks like he's just gonna play for help. Running's in a really tough spot. It feels like military is not really... He's not contributing at all. If he can get into the game... Maybe he can raid with Gulams, would be really annoying, but I don't think he has stone access at all. This is the issue when you're all like in one area of the map, you can just be bled for resources. And all of these resources in the back are totally untouched, but way more accessible for the French. Okay, help coming in for Griffin and Co. Condos, man. Here they are. There they are. Dravidian condos. I want to see Burmese condos. Okay, he's gonna get that castle up. Really a close game again. Really close game. British got all the required upgrades as well now. Okay, where are the pikemen actually being made from Piero? He is expanding out to the right hand side here. Doesn't look like he's got a lot of barracks. Yeah, he's only got a few. See, they're getting on that bonus attack. Not that bonus attack matters so much, it's mostly the bonus damage you deal against Cav. Makes the biggest difference. Condos, raiding underneath the castle. Cavalier in the back. Hope he didn't lose that castle. Didn't, deleted it. Good call. And the score remains very, very close. Score remains very close. Feels like they're doing a decent job of holding the position. And this is the thing with Bohemians, right? Like, they're not got like the quickest pushes they can ever do. Like, it takes time. Good news is they're making helps and not really drying up gold, so to speak. Poles also not really drying up gold. Cheaper Cavalier. Get everything from the stone as well. Still a lot in the back. So if there's Sibs you want to be in a situation with less map presence, it's probably one of them. Oh, apologies. Just Hal was waiting around though as well. Even Brew is back here, what the hell, man? How long has he been mining that?
Gotów jestem. Rozkazania?
Jakieś rozkazania?
Okay, running's on to hand cannons now. I actually got a lot of hand cannons. How's the eco look? Yep, looks nice. Burmese condos, come on, let's go. Castle's gonna go up. Actually a really nice castle from Brew. They're starting to expand out to the other side here. They could squeeze out Piero. That'd make a massive difference. The teammates are ready, trying to wall them out. They're gonna make some ingrounds here as well. Let's take a look at population. Piero's down to 34 villagers. Ooh. Only 74 for blue as well, and even running's up to 127. You can see the score starting to grow now. So I think Cavalier spam is just so strong. But look at the queue for running, for Bruce, sorry. He's got 53 military on the field. Does he get 200 pop space? He does. And just keep on making Cavalier. Just keep on making Cavalier, but here come a condo raid. Let's go, champ. I don't even think Brew realizes. The good news is the stables are right there, because feeling a little bit of desperation. This game is absolute madness. Go and snipe the farms, that'd be hilarious. Could lose a lot of villagers to this. Condottiero is just such a speedy unit. Good attack on him as well. Very good at raiding. Villager count is decreasing, but Griffins is down now as well. Cavalier on the flip side, starting to feel like the game is just slipping out of control. Feels like it's slipping. And there we go. They call GG. Really competitive set. And good one to watch. Damn, Bry's never dead, I know, right? It felt like the castle drop might have been a massive throw, and then we seen the TC come down here. But Cavalier, the Schlachta privilege is just so strong. Really difficult to deal with once it gets going. Nice Griffins well played. It's a good performance. No shame in the performance today at all. Games 2 and 3 were very competitive. And should probably give you guys confidence for the rest of it, right? Baby rage. Look at the KD for bro. Like 416 to 235. Just ridiculous.